Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So this is reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and these are going to be unexpected changes you don't see coming. So let's go ahead and dive straight into it. A reminder, this is a general energy reading. Only take what resonates, leave behind anything else that doesn't. And if you want to book a personal, you can do that at my website, the1111babe.com. What unexpected changes are coming in for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Okay, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Empress. Interesting. I'm hearing there's somebody here that put you in competition. You were in competition with this person, but I don't feel like it was a choice. Like, I don't feel like you were deciding that you wanted to be in competition with them. I feel like they forced it upon you in some way. This situation, I'm getting so many different examples. This could be a sister or a sibling, you know, all the way back to childhood, all the way up to, you know, something at work. But this person that put you in this conflict or made you feel like you had to compete kind of forced this upon you. I'm hearing like the truth is coming out about them. This seems like this like has roots that run fairly deep. Either it's a situation that's been going on for a while, or it's like a sibling or a cousin or like somebody from your childhood, even, you know, a family friend. This person regularly is seen incorrectly almost as the Empress, and versus you are more of the Empress energy. Cancer is what I'm getting from this, and they are more of the Queen of Swords reversed. So the Queen of Swords reversed is going to be somebody that is really manipulative. They're very smart, and they use that to manipulate those around them. They're very cold, and they are very focused on how do they improve their life. How do they climb to the next level of their life. And they're people that are very hurt at the core of it, okay? They have decided to just shut down their emotions and just focus on more physical things, on work, money. Maybe even for some of you, this person focuses a lot of like on superficial, aesthetic based things. But everything's about getting to the next level, moving forward at all costs, no matter who it hurts. So I feel like this person, they come across as the Empress to other people because people are like, oh, like look at all these things that they create in their life and all these opportunities. But the reality of it is they're like cutthroat. So this could definitely be a boss, a coworker, a working situation. But this also, to me, could be family. I heard sister-in-law, or an in-law. We have the Emperor reversed. Now this person they're definitely somebody that has success. They're in charge. They have some sort of respect that they hold within the community or within the space that you share with them. But they are out of control. Like there's a dark side to them that's very out of control. And this person forced you into competition with them in some way. And so that's why I feel like for a lot of you, this could be family situations, or this is a work situation. If this is work, this person forced this on you because they're threatened by you and because you actually are the Empress. And the thing with the Empress is the Queen of Swords is very action oriented. She's going after things, and again, at all costs, and she's slitting throats as she's doing it. The Empress, things just come to the Empress because that's the natural state of reception that she's in. She doesn't need to do anything to make things happen. Like, because of who she is, things happen for her. And that's you, and they're threatened by that. You know, regardless really of where this is happening in your life, that's why this person is acting this way. Is they're threatened that things just happen for you, and they have to work. I don't want to really call it work, but I mean, it is putting in a lot of effort. They have to put all this effort forward to make things happen in their life. But that's because they're not very patient. The Queen of Swords reverse is not very patient, and you are very patient. You're willing to wait. You're willing to, you know, accept what's for you and not take what's not. And I think this person at first maybe looked at you like as not any type of competition because you weren't making moves, right? And now things have changed because you're starting to have things come in. And I think it's set this person off so much that they're going to retaliate in a way that shows the world or those around you who they actually are. Okay, that's what the sudden change is. So there's a lot kind of coming with this. Part of the sudden change is may come a really positive moment for you where you are receiving something with that Empress energy, receiving something that you've, you know, manifested, something that's coming in for you. Recognition, reward, money, you know, love, all those things it could be with the Empress energy. Now, this person just, that's like the final straw for them. So that really positive thing creates a reaction from them where they lash out, which would be kind of a negative experience for you. But the flip side of that is other people somehow are able to see that. Okay, like the way that they do it is potentially public, or you know, it gets around, or like something here is like this feels like an exposure to me. That's what I'm picking up off here. And if this is like a bad boss, this could be, I just saw an example of somebody getting a review, like a customer leaving a review of the boss behaving like a a-hole to the employees, and a person writing a review not going to like corporate. Okay, we have alliance. Yeah, like there's somebody has your back here in this situation, or multiple people do, and there's this recognition of, oh, that's who that person is. And I feel like out of all the shifts and turns that your life is taking right now, though, you know, if you're being drawn to this reading, the biggest surprise is that this person gets exposed. And I think it's because it's been so long standing that they've been like revered. And like, if this is Hera, like this person gets a lot of respect, a lot of people, and it's just like, it's really bothered you that they've never been called out for this type of behavior, because you've seen it. And other people have seen it too, but I don't feel like it's been something that, because with the Lions here, I do feel like other people around you have like, kind of like, that was weird. Yeah, I'm being shown an example that happened in my own life where it was like, the person just snapped and did it in a way where it was like all the people important to them, like, were there in that moment to see how they were acting. That was totally uncalled for. And that's like what is the energy of what's happening here. And there's multiple people that maybe have questioned here, you know, a time or two, but have always given this person the benefit of the doubt because of the standing that they hold, the respect they have for this person, the love that they have for this person. And then it's like, oh my gosh, like they can't ignore it, right? And like, this is difficult if this is family, but even then it's kind of like it's in their face. They can't ignore it. Rebirth. And this allows like a rebirth of the situation, a rebirth of the dynamic that you have between other people involved, a rebirth between the dynamic and you and this person, because that's definitely going to like, I'm seeing like trigger kind of a dark night of the soul, a lot of reflection, trigger hermit energy. Like this person's going to be withdrawn. They're probably not going to be bothering you or be in your energy in any real type of way for some time after this happens. So if you are really stressed out about this situation right now, like this is coming, I'm just take this message, like it is coming to an end, and this is going to allow you, because some of you, I feel like, are putting a lot of energy into this, to protecting your energy, to trying to like I just see like, I don't want to compete with you, I don't want to fight with you, like what is your problem, leave me alone. That takes a lot of energy, and it's like you're going to be able to focus that on to this rebirth. One thing I want to give you guys as a tip, whatever people throw at you, be that good or bad, you need to transmute it into your further success. That way you're not having to depend upon the emotions and actions of those around you, including unconscious ones. So if you can use that, like the magician, and use whatever it is, if it's good or bad, and transmute it, alchemy, and turn it into what you need, then it doesn't matter what people are throwing at you, okay? Because again, like people can throw energy at you unconsciously. They don't even know, they're not even they're not trying. They don't mean to be jealous or bitter or angry in that way. Like, and it still can affect you if you're in a difficult space yourself energetically. If you're doing okay, then that kind of stuff, in my opinion, doesn't really affect you. But if you drop your energy drops, your vibration drops because you got some stuff going on, that's where that kind of stuff really can come in and start making things even harder. Okay, so anyway, let's keep going. That's just my opinion, by the way. What else do we have here? Okay, yeah, this is all about you. I heard self-control, you learning self-control. You've had to show a lot of self-control because, Cancer, you're cardinal energy. Yeah, you are a water sign, but you are fiery water, because you're like, you take action. And so you've had to control yourself to not probably pop off on this person, to not, match their energy, honestly, because you could, but you've taken the higher road here a lot of the times because you found that's just what you feel drawn to do. And so you are learning a lot of self-control through the situation. So I always feel like, after I get mad and I calm down and I have my, I cuss people out in my head, or I cuss people out, but you're not doing that here. But after I have my moment, I try to see, what did that show me about myself, where I'm at, my strengths, my weaknesses, what I can work on, et cetera, et cetera. And so I feel like this moment for you really is showing you your mastery of self and self-control. And it's kind of like, at one point or a certain point, you see that this person is this Queen of Swords reverse energy, and how much like of a struggle that must be to be in, and maybe you resonate with where they've been. A lot of the times the Queen of Swords reverse is like this because they've had their heart broken, because they trusted somebody and they loved somebody, and they had the Three of Swords happen to them. They got their heart broken, they were cheated on, they were lied to, and it's not an excuse because it happens to a lot of people. And they don't stay in the Queen of Swords reverse energy, like I feel like this person has. But I feel like you're able to kind of take a very high perspective, and with understanding your own Empress energy, be like, yeah, like this person's hurt and struggling, and I'm not going to allow myself to get to their level, or let, if when they come back, let them bother me. Because, sometimes people change, and this person might, and sometimes they come back and they're worse, and this person might do that as well. And I feel like regardless of whatever way this goes, you're just like, the situation's done. Like it's like a graduation. So that's also unexpected change here of like this, I've mastered the self when it comes to this type of dynamic, this power dynamic. All right, let's see what else, Cancer. Anything? We have Zeus. sugar mama, daddy. I feel like this person either has a position of authority over you, or they act like they do. They think they do in their head. That's how they carry themselves. 444. You're very protected. You're very protected. Your stability is protected if this is about work. Your finances are protected if you're worried about that. Especially with the sugar mama, daddy, fire moon. This person might have a fire moon. I'll tell you, and you could have a fire moon, but one thing with the fire moon is they have a tendency to explode and then like get over it pretty quick. Even Leo being fixed, they can do that as well. And they have a tendency to like regret their explosive nature right after. So that could be a part of this person, like you needing to understand this person, like how they work. Especially like if you like have an air moon and fire moon, when they go at it, it is really like air and fire, where the air moon again, I'm being shown a personal example. An air moon can like just ignite that fire moon with the words they're using. And so that's one thing maybe you've learned of, like, when it's best to not escalate. You know, if two energies are going to escalate one another, it's going to be air and fire. All right, last one. Okay, we have over 50. So this person could be over 50. If they are, I'm hearing they're coming from a different generation than you, a different mindset than you. And I'm hearing fixed. They could have like their Pluto, maybe Pluto Leo generation. And it's kind of like, hopefully they like retire soon, or like, there's no like changing this person. So again, like I feel like almost with like all this, like there's something about this person that seems very, like they're not gonna necessarily change. And that's why this is such a lesson on self-mastery, because it's like you have to learn to just deal with it or change your situation. If this is a like work situation, or even if it's family or whatever, like either you have them in your life and you have to deal with them, or you don't. Because they're really not going to change much. They kind of are who they are. They might be somebody also that's very like misogynistic with some of these cards out here. Yeah, so anyway, that's gonna be your reading. It's long enough. It's way too long. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. You are fantastic. Thank you so much for all the comments, likes, shares, subscribes. It means a lot to me. If you'd like to book a personal, because this is just general energy, then you can do that at my website, the1111babe.com. I also have my shop over there you can check out. And that's going to be it. So I will see you all next reading.